Investigation. And breaking overnight from the USF area, the news that puts students on high alert. You can see this message from campus police posted on the USF website telling students to avoid the area between Fletcher and Skipper and 42nd and 46th Streets. We've had two crews in that area overnight. Let's get right to our Laura Harris with some new information just in.
Well, Dan, we're at the Cambridge Woods Apartments right now. That's just off 42nd Street, just about a mile and a half away from USF. And I can tell you this investigation is still ongoing. Just moments ago, I saw a detective walk right into that unit right there, 14241, hearing of two home invasions, armed home invasions from overnight. And I actually saw two guys sitting outside that apartment. They tell me they do live there, but they couldn't give me any more information. I want to go ahead and get to some video, though, show you exactly what we're talking about, because here's the deal. This started well earlier this morning. We're talking about right before midnight. The video you're seeing right now is in the area of Tampa Palms off of Bruce B. Downs at Amberley Drive. Apparently someone was detained there, questioned as they got out of a cab. Very bizarre details coming out right now. We're still trying to get all of that information confirmed at this time. Our photographer was there when all of that was happening, but we still don't know if that had anything to do with what's going on right here. Like I said, very active inside there. I know it's kind of looking like many of those sheriff's cars are now gone, but as I said, there's still plenty going on inside of that unit at this time. If anyone's been arrested in connection with these two robberies, we still don't know at this time, and we still don't know where the other location was. We're still trying to get that information. A detective is supposed to meet me here at this location in the next 10 minutes, so hopefully we'll have some more information for you, bring it to you as soon as we get it. For now, we're live in Tampa. Laura Harris, ABC Action News.
Good morning, everybody. 30 breaking news that a series of armed home invasions, much more violent than first reported.
We now know that shots were fired and several women were also sexually battered. Our Laura Harris is live now to bring us these new details. Good morning, Laura.
Dan, I mean, this story has just blown up in just the past 20 minutes. I can tell you we're right now at Cambridge Woods Apartments. That's right off of 42nd Street. We're just about a mile and a half away from the USF campus. Earlier this morning, we were just hearing basically there was someone on the loose, two armed home invasions. Now we're hearing at this apartment right behind me that's still being investigated by detectives who are still inside with flashlights, still trying to figure out what happened. There were apparently 4 men inside that apartment, 2 women. Those 4 men were bound and duct taped by this suspect who was armed. And then at some point, 2 women were sexually assaulted. Okay, so then he leaves this place. He goes across the street to the Oaks Apartments, where there was a party with some 25 people there. He pushed all of those people into a bedroom, wielding a gun. At some point, he fired off shots into the carpet, and then he fled that scene as well. All of this new information just coming in right now. I've been told by Detective Larry McKinnon that he'll be out here in just about 15 minutes to give us a little bit more information. But this man is still on the run. I just spoke with a detective right out here on scene. He tells me they have not arrested anybody at this time. I want to get to some video, though, and show you what we saw earlier this morning. This was around 3 o'clock. Apparently, Hillsborough County deputies, as well as Tampa police, they've been trying to find this person. They've been stopping cabs, things like that, to see if anybody looks suspicious. Well, that's what they were doing this morning. That's the video you're looking at right now. But apparently, they did not arrest anybody with all of those stops. So back out here live, we're just waiting to get some more information, as I said, from Detective Larry McKinnon. But there are detectives inside that apartment where those sexual assaults apparently occurred, where those 4 men were bound and duct taped. Very scary situation around this area right now. As soon as we get some more information, of course, we will bring it to you as we always do. I'm also updating my Twitter feed as well as abcactionnews.com. For now, we're live in Tampa. Laura Harris, ABC Action News.
Thanks, Laura. 5:33. We're working hard right now to get
from the station taking action for you. This is ABC Action News.
A breaking alert right now at 6. A suspect is on the run after a string of sexual attacks on women in the USF area.
We also know that man fired shots during all of this. Laura Harris is at the Cambridge Woods Apartments right now where this is all happening. Good morning, Laura.
And Dia, things continue to unfold as we get new information coming in by the minutes. And right now we have Detective Larry McKinnon with us right now, who's going to give us an update on what's going on.
Good. Okay, I'm going to give you a preliminary rundown of what occurred, which started sometime around 11 o'clock last night. Sheriff's Office received a call from Florida Hospital indicating that there were women inside the hospital that were reported to be raped here.
The station taking action for you. This is ABC Action News.
We have two views right now of breaking news in the USF area. A suspect on the run after raping 4 women and firing shots. Also breaking in Hernando County, a death investigation inside a Brooksville home. We'll take you to the scene right inside a golf course community.
And there was plenty of lightning and storm clouds overnight. These are just a few of the images that you sent us. This morning, Wayne is tracking your Friday forecast.
But we need to get straight to that top story. The suspect search Hillsborough County deputies, Tampa police, and USF police are actively involved in right now.
What we know right now is 4 women have been raped. 1 man narrowly escaped bullets that were fired from the suspect. Our Laura Harris is at the Cambridge Woods Apartments right now where all of this is happening. Laura?
Just really brazen if you think about it, Dia. We're right off 42nd Street, just about a mile and a half away from USF. This is the first place where it all happened. We're being told 4 men were bound with duct tape. There were 4 women inside. They were all sexually assaulted. At some point, they went to the hospital. Then this guy, he leaves here, goes down the street to another apartment complex, tries to possibly rape another woman, but somehow she was able to talk him out of it. I've got some video to show you, though, right now. This is this first scene here at Cambridge Woods Apartments. Like I said, I mean, I saw the 2 gentlemen who actually live in this home, and they just looked shaken. They wouldn't give us more information, just basically saying to us they did live there. Then this guy, apparently, he runs down the street. Like I said before, you see this next group of this video that we have here. This was from another photographer we had a little bit earlier this morning, probably around 3 o'clock, just about a mile and a half down the way around Bruce B. Downs, where you'll see a lot of police activity. That was Tampa PD pulling over cab drivers to make sure the guy they weren't looking for was possibly hiding out there. And now we're back out here live being told this man didn't just do something here at Cambridge Woods. He didn't just go down the street. He then came back to the scene of the crime, went across the street to the Oaks right here on 42nd, and then he walked into a party with some 25 people inside with a gun, forced them all into a bedroom, and then apparently he left out of there somehow not doing anything else to them. So I want to bring in Detective Larry McKinnon right now with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office because he's got a little bit more information. Larry, I've been getting tweets from people saying they're frightened. You know, they live in this USF area. What are they supposed to do?
Well, we've always encouraged people to keep their doors locked, make sure they are always vigilant of their surroundings, but even more so today. We know that this was a random attack. The suspect is connected to all these attacks, but, you know, we have a lot of assets out here. We've increased our amount of patrols out here. We've notified USF. We'll continue notifying the other agencies, working closely with Tampa PD. We have good leads on the suspect, but right now, you know, just make sure you keep your doors locked at your house. Keep a close eye on your surroundings. If you see anything suspicious, let us know.
Larry, I just saw a school bus go by. I mean, this has to be very scary for this community, but you are saying these were random attacks.
Yes, that's correct. It appears to be random attacks. It appears to be focused mainly on adults, but you know, we don't take anything for granted. Of course, we're going to keep an eye on the school buses. We're going to work closely with the school board, USF PD. You know, of course, this is close to the USF campuses. So we have a score of detectives out here, crime scene technicians. So we're doing everything that can possibly be done, but we're going to also ask the public to, you know, take your safety precautions, lock your doors, keep a close eye on suspicious people that may be that may not know in the neighborhood. And if you see somebody like that, to call us and let us rule them out as whether or not this is the suspect.
And very quickly, it's amazing no one else was hurt because apparently this guy did fire some shots, just no one was actually hit with those bullets.
He's very dangerous, very violent. He fired at one guy that was actually fleeing after he had gone inside and taken 25 people basically hostage and pushing them back into a bedroom. But he is very dangerous. We're considering him armed and dangerous, and so we're going to be working very hard to get him caught and put behind bars as fast as we can.
A description?
Black male, 20 to 30 years of age. You know, that's all we have right at the moment. Of course, he could be wearing anything at this point, but you know, the bottom line is keep your doors locked, keep your car doors locked. If you see anything suspicious, let us know and let us come check it out.
Perfect. Thank you so very much, Detective McKinnon. We really do appreciate it. So we'll stay out here all morning to get a little bit more information for you. As I said, stay with us on abcactionnews.com. We've got the very latest on there, but this man is considered armed and very dangerous. So remain vigilant throughout the morning as we will continue to update you. For now, we are live in Tampa. Laura Harris, ABC Action News.
Thank you, Laura. 6:34 now. We're also working hard right now to get information on a death investigation in Hernando County. Deputies telling us at least one person is dead inside a home on Calaquin Drive. That's just west of US 41.
I'm Laura Harris, live at the Cambridge Woods Apartments with one of the 5 things you need to know before you go. We're about a mile and a half away from the USF campus, and following up on some breaking news we've been bringing you all morning long. There is a man still at large. Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies say they are still looking for a man responsible for 4 sexual assaults overnight, as well as 2 armed home invasions. We just got a text alert from USF telling students that everything is fine, no need to worry, but Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies telling us at this time that is just not true. This man is still at large. Got some video to show you right now from overnight, that investigation. Apparently, he burst into an apartment here at Cambridge Woods Apartments, bound and gagged 4 men, and then sexually assaulted 4 women. Those women at the hospital at this time, they still have not given us any indication of what their conditions are at this time. That man then left here, went about a mile away, continued his crime spree, tried to rob and sexually assault another woman, but somehow she was able to get away from him. Then he came back to the scene of the crime, went across the street to the Oaks Apartments, and then held 25 people at gunpoint while they were at a party. He did fire off some shots. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Again, this man is considered armed and dangerous. Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies just telling people to remain vigilant all morning long until they can apprehend the suspect. They do tell us they have a very good description on him, and they do believe they will catch him very soon. Please stay with us on abcactionnews.com all day, as well as ABC Action News at noon for the very latest.
Right now, our desk keeps making calls.
Was one suspect.
And he does go by the name Chris Bates. Apparently, one of those victims from earlier today told police he called himself Chris, told her, "My name is Chris. Please do not call the police." The man you see right there on your screen. Now, if you're just joining us today, it has been a whirlwind. They have been looking for this man for more than 12 hours now. But here's how it all got started. 4 sexual assaults on women and 4 men bound and gagged with duct tape at Cambridge Woods Apartments. And that was just the beginning. It all started here on North 42nd Street, just north of Fletcher Avenue, just about a mile and a half from USF. Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office telling us the armed suspect then left that apartment and went for his next random target at the Eagles Point Apartments off Skipper Road, just a couple miles away, where he burst into a woman's apartment.
That woman was able to establish a conversation with him, and he left without harming her.
Our crew spotted K-9 units on the ground just after daybreak, heavy police and deputy presence in the area, even the discovery of this, a credit card of one of the victims at the first crime scene. But this wasn't this brazen criminal's last stop.
He then forced those 25 people into a back bedroom at gunpoint, but for whatever reason, he left before committing any offenses there, other than firing 1 shot into the ground.
On his way out, he ran into someone walking in the complex, and deputies say he fired at him. Thankfully, none of the shots connected. Still no word on how long it took the suspect to make his random and unwanted house calls, but from the ground and by air, multiple agencies checked out every tip, hoping for a capture.
Well, several of these incidents occurred because the doors were either left open or unlocked. We're asking the public that anyone that may have information regarding this suspect or knowledge of this incident to give us a call.
Tampa police, as well as the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, telling us this Charlie Christopher Bates could be anywhere. They are asking everyone to be vigilant. Make sure you're locking your car doors, locking your home doors, and just making sure you're keeping your eyes peeled, because this man, again, is armed and extremely dangerous. We will continue to follow this developing story for you. I'm working on getting a little bit more information. We'll have that coming up at 12:30. For now, we are live in Tampa, just outside of USF. Laura Harris, ABC Action News.
Thank you, Lauren. While the